Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that... I don't know. I can't think of anything. A bear. There we go. Already, bear hugs are good. There we go. And then I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Clearly, I'm not good at thinking. Looks like a bunch of tables were moved together to make room for a huge buffet. Everyone's already prepared their plates. My mouth starts salivating when I realize how hungry I am. Walk up to the buffet and start preparing a plate when... Hurry up and sit down, hero! We're waiting for you to finish so we can start eating. You know, it's not a good look for the guest of honor to disappear from his own party. Seriously, how long was I gone? Sorry, let me just get some of this. I pour some oolong tea, then take everything with me to quickly find a seat. Tora lets out a long, frustrated sigh. Why don't you sit over here with me, Hiroyuki? He's patting an extremely narrow space between him and Juuichi. Wait a minute, there's no way I can fit in there! You've got to be joking, Tora. Stop asking him to do stupid things like that. Yo, Hiro, I've got an open seat over here with more room if you'd care to join me. I appreciate the offer, Kuya. But... Oh, did Mr. Sensitive over there save a spot for a special someone? I bet you've got a crush on him, don't you? Kuya slams the table and stands up. This doesn't look good. Shut your goddamn mouth, dumbass! With a clack of his chair, Torihiko stands up too. Bite me! Kuya has a short temper, and that shaking fist certainly carries his message well. The glare he's giving Tora could cut through metal. These two got into fights all the time when we were kids. Ugh. I guess some things never change. What's the matter? Cat, got your tongue, Wolfie? I'm a husky, goddammit! Get it right! Wolfie boy! Ah! I look over and see Juuichi tightly grasping the base of Torihiko's tail. You're being very bad right now. The low grumble of his voice sends chills down my spine. But... Tora's stripes look funny when his fur stands on end. Ah! After several more painful cries, he finally collapses to the floor. Everyone collectively shifts in their seat. We all know what that feels like. In an instant, Tora's misbehavior is shut down. With only one hand, too. Guess Juichi's judo training isn't just for show. Kuya. Sit. Okay. Like a trained animal, Kuya obediently does what he's told. I'm turning the music down a bit. That look on his face tells me he's been on the receiving end of Juichi's wrath before. I glance at the floor and see Torihiko's still convulsing in pain. Nishimura, how long do you plan on standing there? What? Don't kill me! I instinctively cover my head with my plate. I think he whispered something under his breath, but I couldn't quite hear it. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm sorry I scared you. Ugh. Seems genuinely hurt at the way I cowered in fear. With a loud gulp, I take my chances and sit down next to him. The mood is relaxed a bit in the restaurant after the incident. Everyone's back to their meals. Except Torihiko, who's still writhing on the floor. Is right here okay? Faintly aware that I'm taking Tora's seat. Yeah, it's fine. That's good. I start eating slowly, careful to not accidentally offend my large friend. I hope you don't think... Never mind. Juuichi looks away from me. Ahem. Across the room, Tatsuki clears his throat and attempts to lighten the mood. How's about we make a toast? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Konosuke raises his glass into the air. Everybody else follows suit. Except Torihiko. As if he read my mind, he lets out another whimper. Oh, Tora. Shun timidly points at Tora on the floor.
Should we do something about Torihiko?
He'll have to wait until sunset before he recovers. Leave him alone for now. He'll be up and running again in no time. I can feel Juuichi shift around uncomfortably in a seat next to me, and I unplugged my fucking headphones. Something tells me he doesn't exactly enjoy being the group's peacekeeper. So, what should we toast to? Konosuke desperately tries to change the topic. To be honest, I'm ready for the situation to be over as soon as possible. Really, Konosuke? That should be obvious. Huh? Konosuke's mouth hangs open. Kuya shakes his head in disappointment. We're toasting to Hiroyuki's return, of course. Oh, that makes sense. Everyone raises their glasses. Konosuke is still as oblivious as ever, it seems. So, are we going to drink soon? I'm waiting. There's a lot of things I could say, but I'm going to make this short. To Hiroyuki's return! Cheers! The sound of glass echoes throughout the restaurant. After the toast, I gulp down the rest of my oolong tea. Everyone finishes their drinks at different times. Soon, conversations begin again. I casually look over at Juuichi. He's silently arranging the food on his plate. I notice his glass is empty, so I try to strike up a conversation too. Hey, Juuichi! Are you gonna get more to drink? Yeah. He grabs a piece of steak with his chopsticks, then stops to ponder something. Some more tea would be nice. Just as I'm about to ask if I can fill his glass for him, Tatsuki wobbles over with a mug full of golden liquid. What? Tea? Live a little, Juuichi. Hiroyuki's back. Right. You should celebrate with sake. Tatsuki, I'm too young to drink alcohol. You know what? Fuck it. Hang on. Find one. Alright, that's good enough. Now the damn thing. Give me a minute. I'll drink with you, Tatsuki. And I can't open the fucking can. There we go. Ooh. Tatsuki, I'm too young to drink alcohol. Man, nobody will bat an eye if someone like you drinks. Tatsuki pats Juuichi on the back. He's already completely drunk. He clearly doesn't handle his alcohol as well as he thinks. Look, I get it's alright for you to do it, but I can't. Still as hard-headed as ever. For a moment he looks disappointed, but then an expression of pure mischief crosses his drunk face. I wonder what else you have that is hard-headed. I cringe as Tatsuki moves his hands from Juuichi's shoulders to his crotch. Tatsuki, no. Fuck. Sorry, I just downed a can. And, it was not the best. So, never mind, Tatsuki. I'm not going to drink with you. I'm so sorry. I try to hold back a smile as a sproing sound plays in my head. Tatsuki, you idiot. Eh-heh, eh-heh. He stands there grinning and laughing. Any second now. What are you doing? It all happened so quickly. Oof. One moment Tatsuki's talking, the next he's on the ground convulsing. When air finally returns to his lungs, all he can make is a faint "guh" sound. Well, looks like Torihiko has company on the floor now. I look back at Juuichi, who's standing in an imposing stance, breathing heavily. I know it's self-defense, but I'm starting to wonder if Juuichi knows his own strength. Juuichi, it's all right. Calm down. He lets out a heavy sigh as he pulls down the cuffs of his blue jersey. Sorry, reflexes. With a thump, Juuichi sits back down. It's not a very comfortable seat, so he moves around a bit, then sits down again. I catch a glimpse of Tatsuki on the floor. Yep, still twitching. Juuichi notices me looking. Usually I hold back, but he needs to stop doing that, period. I take it this is normal when he's drunk? Unfortunately. If Juichi's this quick to take someone down, I'll have to be careful. I don't want to be the next one on the floor. I'd rather not spend the rest of my summer in a hospital. Did you learn those moves in judo practice? Yeah. Try not to use them outside of the dojo, but sometimes these guys give me no choice. He scratches under his chin. It kind of makes me wonder how chaotic things would have been tonight without Juuichi here to keep everyone in check. How far have you gone? You've been training since before I left. I've been in a few tournament matches. And? I'm listening intently. With the way he's acting, I'm not sure he's asked questions about judo very often. I have a winning streak. It's okay, I guess. Well, that's amazing, dude! It's violent. Nothing I do is worthy of praise. I'm not even the best in my club. His eyes seem to glisten as he tells me these things. Is he crying? Oh, come on. I bet you were secretly hoping I'd compliment you for it. His gaze returns to the floor. Are you okay, man? I'm fine, Nishimura. Thank you. A faint smile crosses his face. And just as quickly as it appeared, it's gone. I realize I haven't seen him smile much today. What a grumpy bear. He scratches his face with a finger, looks down again, and asks me a question. Do I have something on my face? Huh? No, that's not why I was looking at you. That's not making me feel any better. We may be friends, but I can't really ask him if he's in a bad mood. Still, he can't be angry all the time. That's not healthy. Wait, what if he's not healthy? Juuichi? Are you feeling alright? You're not sick, are you? That's an unusual question. Why? Does it look like I am? Oof. Well, better get ready to say hello to the floor. Well, you see, I was thinking... I'm cringing knowing that at any moment I could go hurtling towards the ground. You don't seem to be very happy right now. I was wondering if you weren't feeling too good. Really? Kyoji must have overheard as he suddenly joins in on our conversation. Mikazuki's always like that, Hiroyuki. You have nothing to worry about. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Nothing, just maybe you should work on your social graces is all. Kyoji claps his hands together and smiles. Honestly, big guy, anyone would think you're in a bad mood with that sour look. Kyoji points a finger at Juichi's face from across the table. Yeesh, Kyoji's quite the mind reader. It's almost as if he knew exactly what I wanted to say. But was too much of a coward to come right out and do so. I believe you made a little girl cry by looking at her the other day, didn't you? You saw that? Well, I just happened to be passing by. Ah, how embarrassing. I mean, Juichi's pretty imposing if you don't know him. Well, he's imposing when you do know him. That can't be a good feeling, making kids cry wherever you go. Nishimura, does it really look like I'm in a bad mood? Sorry, Juuichi, but... yeah. No use hiding it now, I nod in shame. I see. Thank you for worrying about my health. I guess it's a bad habit. With a sigh and a shrug, he folds his arms again and smiles. I'll try to fix it. Believe it or not, Hiroyuki, he's actually in a good mood today. Really? With that kind of face? Oops. Good thing that didn't slip out. It's not that hard to tell if you know what you're looking for. I think you all know well enough to know what mood you're in. Really? That's rich coming from the guy who's only had one expression the entire night. Try looking at Juichi's face while Kyoji is talking. He got up to get seconds. But I can tell it's still as stern as it was before. That's because you're the only one who hides behind a mask, Takahara. Juuichi mutters to himself as he gathers a small plate of meat from the buffet. Ha! You might be right, big guy. Juuichi returns to his seat with a guilty look on his face. Well, at least it's something other than stern and mad. Hey, Nishimura, I got you some too. Juuichi places another plate in front of me. Thanks. As I start to dig in, he puts a slice of steak in his mouth. He responds with his mouth full. I think he was trying to say, "You're welcome." Try to stifle a laugh, but that was just too cute. Take a bite from the meat. Wow. This is delicious! This has been quite the night, and the food is top-notch, too. Honestly, everything tastes better when you're surrounded by people who care about you. The tension finally seems to be cut between Juuichi and I. We spend the rest of the evening talking about what's happened since I left. Ugh. My stomach's full. Can't eat another bite. Ugh, I think I might have overdone it. Why can't I help myself when it comes to dessert? It looks like everyone's finished eating. Well, I think this is a good time to wrap things up. Uh-huh.
This is fun. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah, it was nice seeing everyone together again. Hey, it's not like this is the last time we'll see each other. You're here for the rest of the month, right? Let's all meet up every single day. Seriously, Tora? Some of us have things we need to do. It's a figure of speech, big guy. A figure of speech. It can't be that hard, right? When we were kids, we played together every day. Baseball, swimming, video games, epic games of tag. Tatsuki, you genius! That's a great idea. Let's have an epic game of tag. We can call it the 24 Epic Ninja Tag Endurance Race of Epicness. A 24-hour game of tag? As in, all day? It's gonna be awesome, hero! Trust me. Don't you think we're a little too old to be playing tag? It sounds pretty ridiculous. Yeah, don't say that, guys. It could be fun. It's because this is some ground rules. You aren't allowed to use vehicles, and you can only hide within Minasato's limits. Sound fire? If that's the case, then the area around my parents' house should be the northern boundary. With those rules, can't I just hide in my house? Sounds a bit too easy in my opinion. It figures that they'd cave in eventually. You can put the adult in someone, but you can never take away the kid. I'm sure we'd annoy the townsfolk a bit by having an all-day game of tag. In the middle of summer, no less. I agree, it's not exactly practical. It's summer, so why don't we do something summerish?
Yeah, I agree with So. Before Hero left, we used to play video games all the time. How about we all take a trip to the arcade together?
Knowing Shun, this is just an excuse to show off his gaming superiority. Nah, that's a little too... something summerish, eh? Hey, how about we go to the beach? I look over at him and smile. Actually, that sounds great. What's this? Kunosuke actually suggested something normal for once? That's freaking rare. It's better than what you suggested, at least. A 24-hour game of tag sounds pretty dumb. What? I didn't think it sounded that bad. Did you say something, Juuichi? No, it's nothing. Alright then, I guess we're going to the beach. I have work most of the week, and I'm sure you guys are pretty busy too. We should plan the trip on everybody's next day off. We can work out the details later. Okay, works for me. I agree. The beach, huh? I should have a bathing suit lying around somewhere.
If you can't find one, you can borrow it. If you can't find it, you can borrow one of mine, So.
Yeah. So it's decided then. He claps both his hands together and chuckles. Excellent. I'll keep track of availability on my end. Except, expect a call from me sometime in the next few days, guys. Oh, that reminds me. Remember the mostly useless piece of technology I put in my pocket before I left? I'd like to get everyone's cell phone numbers if they have one. No easy look crosses the faces of my friends. Well, I guess there's more truth to what Torihiko said earlier than I wanted to believe. I'd love to, but I can't afford a cell phone. I used to have one before I moved here. I'll write mine down for you, but don't call me too often, okay? I have enough girls wanting my attention as is. Huh? I've always wanted a cell phone.
I know kids at school that have them. I'm not impressed they can't play half the games I can on this thing. Plus, the games they do have suck!
Yeah! What's the point in paying for something like that when we've got perfectly good old-fashioned phones already? Here. He hands me a piece of paper. Wait, why is he blushing? See, I told you we don't really use cell phones here. Hiroyuki, you need to let go of technology and become one with nature. I look down at the thing in my hand. Maybe he's right. I've grown dependent on it in my time away anyway. Looking at it from this perspective, I could probably do me some good to get away from it for the month. You're right, Tora. I'll have to put it away in my pocket before I remember one last thing I want to do with it. Oh! Well, there's something else I'd like to do before we leave tonight. Yeah, what is it? My phone has a built-in camera. I'd like to take a group photo as a memento. Did you say camera? I've been practicing photography. You'd like I can take the picture. Plus, I'd like to see how those things actually work. I shake my head. Nah, I'd like to have you in the picture as well, dude. Aww. I get everyone to stand together as a group near the buffet. Once I'm satisfied with how they're arranged, I set the timer on the camera. Wait! Crap, I forgot to bring a tripod for this. It's at my forehead. You sure you don't want me to take the picture? No, I want all my friends together for this. I'll just take it without me in it. I'm shocked when I feel a large finger tap my shoulder. What? Group photo, eh? My son took one when he visited a few months ago. The old man laughs. You kids and your technology. When I was young, we had to take pictures the old-fashioned way. Now you've got cameras in your mobile phones. Yeah? My son showed me how to use this. I can take the picture for you. You'll be ashamed of something like this and not be in it yourself, don't you think? Consider it a thank you for being such wonderful guests tonight. I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. I give a long bow, then rush to join my friends. 3, 2, 1. Placeholder CG. Truly the most beautiful photo. Placeholder CG. The most beautiful photo ever. Placeholder CG is so beautiful. I take my phone back from the old man and thank him once again. Glad someone like him was around. Hey guys, we have just one thing left to do before we end the day. Turn around and see everyone smiling. What do you mean? I'm gonna get a picture of Hero's face for my album. Huh? No! Welcome home, Hiroyuki! My eyes start to tear up. Really come home to Minato. Thanks, guys. This really means a lot to me. I was born and raised in this village. It's great to be somewhere I belong. Don't cry, Hiro. What? I'm not crying! I just got something in my eyes all. It's getting a little too sappy in here. Alright, guys, the next time we all get together, we'll be at the beach. Don't forget! Oh, but you're the best at forgetting things, Tatsuki. That's not a very nice thing to say. I'll be in Minato with my friends for the rest of August. I'm sure we're going to do a lot more than just visiting the beach. My heart right now is like an album. When I open it, my memories shine through like brilliant photographs. Now I can fill a new page. Summer only happens once a year. I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can. August 2nd. I rustle around in my bed. No, morning already. My phone continues its incessant noise. After turning it off, I slowly sit up and rub my eyes. A yawn helps chase away the morning stiffness, but then... Ah! Where am I? How do I recognize this room? Did I... Oh. My brief heart attack stops when I remember where I am. How stupid. Gosh, it's been so long since I slept somewhere other than my bedroom. I get up from the bed and stretch before slipping a shirt on. Woo! That sound was awesome! Walking over to my desk, I take a seat and start arranging some of the things I brought with me from Osaka. I can't believe Torihiko and the guys managed to put together something like that for me. And at the last minute, too. We sat with Juuichi. We're doing Juichi's route first. I know I can't see it right now, but I know for a fact I have a huge grin on my face. We sat with Juuichi. It was nice seeing all my friends again. Torihiko's come a long way since we last saw each other. He's learning how to cook from his father and is apparently a pretty good swimmer now. I think he mentioned a tournament coming up, which is awesome. He's grown so much. Shun less so. Juichi's still practicing judo, and as for Kuya, I'm sure he's doing something impressive. Shin's still the way he's always been, but at least he's come out of his shell a bit since I moved away. Glad to see things are looking bright for Kyoji. If anyone deserves it, it's him. He's so good at soccer. He probably will. And apparently he's now the team's captain. Tora looks like he's a great fit for Kyoji's teaching style. And then there's Kunosuke. What are we going to do with him? He's as energetic as ever, though I can't help but feel he's a little more distant than I remember. Is that even the right word to describe it? How about Tatsuki? He's still a silly guy, but I'm worried about how much sake he drinks now. I don't think he handles his alcohol as well as he believes. There, that should do it. Once I'm satisfied with the way I set everything up, I put on a clean pair of pants and walk out into the hall. Glancing around, I see Grandma is busy in the kitchen making breakfast. Ooh, what are you making? Poke my head around the corner. Grandma's multiple tails sway gently. Clearly, she's quite absorbed in what she's doing. What if my kitsune heritage means I'll have that many tails when I'm older? Oh, Hiroyuki. I'm glad you're up. I'm making rice and miso soup. You used to love this when you were younger. With a big smile on my face, I walk into the kitchen. I still do! Is there anything I can do to help? She momentarily stops stirring the pot and nods her head. There's some spices in the cupboard over there I need. Could you get them for me, dear? I lick my lips, eager to help finish the meal so I can dig in. Of course! I spend my early morning helping Grandma cook a nostalgic meal. I guess she was working on it for a while, since it didn't take long after adding the spices to finish. We sit down in the dining room with Grandpa to enjoy breakfast together. I have more plans today than to just lounge around the house, though. I want to see more of Minato. It's been so long since I was last here. After helping Grandma clean up, I wave goodbye to them and head out into the warm summer morning. The deafening sound of cicadas rumbles through the countryside. As I wipe sweat off my brow, I'm quickly reminded of the many hot summers I spent here as a kid. On both sides of me, rice fields spread out, forming a blanket of smooth green that sways in the breeze. Doesn't look like the rice has finished growing yet. The countless leaves reaching for the heavens are almost invisible where I'm standing. It's so beautiful! It's a shame I won't be around for harvest this year. Wait, I shouldn't be thinking like that. It'll ruin the rest of my visit. I shake my head to clear those thoughts. I've only been back for a day so far. I close my eyes, taking in the gentle sensations around me. In spite of the heat, the breeze down this road keeps me relatively cool. I remember walking down this way yesterday with Tora, Hiko. His violent welcoming at the bus stop is still fresh in my mind. I'm still shocked at how much he's grown. Even though I grew a bit myself while I was gone, I was dwarfed by his new figure. I'll admit, it was kind of an unpleasant surprise. Then there was the welcoming party. That was a surprise too. But in a good way. I can't believe they did that for me. I hadn't been keeping in touch with anyone at all. For all I knew, they could have forgotten about me. Yet they still welcomed me back as an old friend. As I recall yesterday's events, I can't help but smile. I really am back in Minato. The weather may be warm here, but it still feels like home. There's one place I'm thinking of that I wanted to make sure I visit today. I still remember how to get to the Yushima Inn, right? Hey, Nishimura, are you okay? I jump as a booming voice calls my name from behind. I got lost daydreaming. Please don't scare me like that! There's only one person in this village who calls me by my last name. Sorry. I was worried you might be sick. It's not often you see a friend standing dazed in the middle of the road. I scratched the side of my muzzle. I guess you're right. He was just concerned for me, that's all. I have no reason to complain. I shouldn't space out like that. So, what are you doing out here? Oh, right. I'm taking a walk around Minato today. I straighten my posture as I answer his question. I shouldn't feel so nervous about worrying Juuichi, but I know how sensitive he is to embarrassment. I haven't been here since elementary school. Thought it'd be nice to see everything again. I see. I'm sure you forgot a lot of places while you were away, but I guess that's what you're trying to fix. Sure, I remember some places like the candy store or the Yushima Inn fondly. But he's right, I've forgotten quite a bit of Minato over the years. It's fine, I plan on having a great time this summer so I can have new memories to take with me. That's one way to look at it. I think I'm gonna visit the Yushima Inn soon. I'm sure Tora will be happy to see you. He says that in a curt, matter-of-fact way. Hey, I'm here to see all my friends, not just Torihiko. He grunts like usual, but this time he seems to have a smile on his face. By the way, what are you doing out here? Are you on your way to practice? Remember him talking about judo yesterday, so I tried to shift the topic. Yeah. There's a tournament coming soon, so I've been training hard to prepare. Wow, you guys sure are involved with your club activities. Tora's got a swim tournament, you have a judo tournament. Takahara and Tono have the beginning of their soccer season coming soon, too. Never got super involved in clubs. I give a shy smile at him. Unless you count the video game club as one. He scratches under his chin. I suppose it's better than nothing, but you should consider joining something more physical, Nishimura. I guess. Doubt I'd ever be as dedicated as these guys are, though. Run out of breath walking half a kilometer. There's no way I'd be able to handle their level of physical activity. So are there always tournaments in the middle of summer vacation? It seems a bit overkill. Ours is hosted by the Kazunari Martial Arts League, so it's not like it's a regular event. Though I suppose it's a bit like a regular event for those of us around here. Really? Darn, and here I was thinking about entering myself. Juuichi shows his sharp canines in annoyance. You know I don't like sarcasm, Nishimura. Summer tournaments aren't that weird, are they? Maybe they aren't. I don't know. Like I said, I never really paid attention to that stuff. He stares down at the ground, probably not happy with my response. Still, I've always admired athletes. The stuff you guys can pull off is amazing. Juuichi's not much of a show-off, but I'm sure he can win his tournament with what I've seen of him. Thank you. I smile at him. If anyone has a cool enough head to win, it's Juuichi. Torihiko, on the other hand, gets ahead of himself often and falls flat on his face too much. Wonder how swim tournament is gonna go. I worry about him sometimes. Suddenly, I'm feeling self-conscious about the summers I've wasted doing nothing at all. You guys are so busy, I'm kinda envious. Why? This hits kinda close to my heart here. Well, you guys seem to make friends easier with your club activities. I never really made any friends in Osaka. Is that so? I nod sheepishly. I just don't have much in common with them. Not like I do with you guys. He stares at the ground again. Maybe I've said too much. I should try changing the topic. Hey, Juuichi, can I ask you something about judo? Sure. Which one? Ah, my back. Fucking hurt my back. Just kidding. No, I didn't. Do you enjoy what you do? Seems caught off guard by the question, but eventually settles on an answer. I wouldn't do it if I didn't. That's good. I like winning. He whispers a confession while scratching underneath his chin. It's hard to put into words, but there's a feeling I get when I win. His eyes are partially closed while he says that. I guess I'm not the only one who daydreams. That's why I still practice judo. I'm glad he likes what he does. It kind of makes me want to join him, honestly. Are you thinking about joining a judo club in Osaka? No! I was just curious. I still think you should try something physical. Maybe talk to Takahara, he's better with sports. Though if you're interested in martial arts... His voice trails off. Nothing. Never mind. Are you saying you're not qualified enough to give me advice? I tried saying something clever, but realized after I say it that it might not be the best idea. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Yeah. I'm decent at judo, but I'm still no match for a club captain. He's the one to talk to if you're interested in martial arts. His face and ears flush red. It's always easy to tell when Juuichi's embarrassed. Are you okay? What? Sorry, I'm being boring, aren't I? No, not at all. You're really passionate, Juuichi. His face relaxes a bit at my compliment. Thanks. No problem. For a moment, the two of us stand smiling at each other. And just as quick as the moment happens, it's broken by awkwardness. I should get going. Ah, that's right. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you here so long. Don't worry about it. I started the conversation after all. Juuichi gives me one last wave before turning to walk away. Listen as his footsteps on the gravel get quieter. I look down and see a sweat forming a V shape on my shirt. Maybe I should find some shade to cool off for a bit. Where was I heading again? Oh yeah, the Ushima Inn. I'm sure I still remember the way there. It's so surreal. Can't believe I'm wandering the streets of my hometown again. Even though so much has changed over the last 5 years, I still feel welcome. I remember the shop, and that potted tree, and those shabby-looking curtains. I let begin to air out my shirt. Yup, I remember that Minato heat too. It's so hot. Fully aware of the terrible sun beating down on me, I make an effort to walk in the shade on my way to the familiar-looking building in the distance. Wait to see what the Ushima Inn looks like now. Torihiko's family has owned the inn for several generations. I suppose you can say it's one of the things that defined Minato. If I remember right, it was Tora's great-great-great-grandfather who established it after discovering his land had amazing hot springs. Running the Ushima Inn has been a family tradition ever since. Even when the Ushimas find success in other areas, like how Torihiko's dad was a famous chef for a while, they always find their way back there. Whoa, that was faster than I thought it'd be. Before I know it, I'm walking through an entrance in the old fence surrounding the Ushima Inn. Nostalgia fills my heart as the sights cause a flood of memories to flash through my head. I can almost feel tears in my eyes. Wow, don't be such a sap here, it's just Torihiko's house. And yet, seeing everything the way it was when I left feels like I'm seeing my memories preserved right in front of me. At least there's a couple things that stayed the same, huh? I smiled at myself while walking closer to the front door. Hey, is that Hiroyuki Nishimura? Eh? I hear a voice call out. It's familiar, but not the one I expected to hear. Ring react, a figure leaps out from behind the door and starts sprinting right before me. Eh? Brace myself for impact. Hiroyuki! Long time no see. The Tiger Man wraps his arms around me and lifts me up. Uncle Takeshi? Tora told us you were back for the summer. It's so good to see you again, dude. Able to fight through the pain enough to glance down at the smiling face looking up at me. Put the boy down, Takeshi. He's only just arrived and you're already making him uncomfortable. Released from his grip and barely managed to land on my feet. Sorry, guess I got a little carried away there. Another Tiger Man emerges from the doorway and walks up to me. Welcome back, Hiroyuki. Please excuse my younger brother. He was never one for discretion. Torihiko's other uncle, Kazuo, glares over at Takeshi. Nah, don't be such a stick in the mud, Kazuo. It's just the way I am. It's not good for your health to take things seriously all the time. How do you think I got this dashing figure? There's no time for exercise when there's work to do. You should know that by now. Hey guys, glad to see the both of you. Apologies, it was rude of me to ignore you after a greeting. How's it going, Hiroyuki? You meet any cute girls down there in Osaka? My cheeks flare up. Uncle Takeshi was always the kind to be forward about stuff like this. I guess. It's good. You're well on your way to becoming a man, my friend. Soon you'll have so many girls wanting a piece of you. You won't even know where to start. Which reminds me, have you been working out? Give it a rest, fool. You're letting all that exercise go to your head. That's what Kiki said last night. Quit being a smartass. Don't you have work to do? Sure, but so do you. I don't see you working very hard either. I'm glad to see you two are still polar opposites of each other. Oh, please, if I'd ever be like my brother! It takes everything I have to keep this moron in line. Hey! Yeesh, if I don't step in soon, these two will never stop. By the way, is Torihiko home? You just missed him, bro. Torihiko and his father are driving out to Kazanari to buy groceries. Really? Aww. Crap, I was looking forward to hanging out with Tora right now. You look so down, man. They'll be back later this evening. Would you like to come inside, Hiroyuki? The invitation reminds me that I'm still standing out in the middle of the summer heat. Yes, that would be amazing. Follow me, then. Uncle Kazuo waves for me to walk behind him, which I do. I feel my shirt sticking to my back at this point. While still a bit warm, it's noticeably cooler inside the inn than it is outside. Since you're here, would you like to spend some time in the hot springs? Yeah, we won't even charge you since you're a friend of the family. I appreciate the offer, but I think the last thing I want to do right now is sit in hot water. After hearing my reply, the two of them look at each other and nod. In that case, you can help us around the inn instead! Oh, thanks for the... Here's a bucket and a mop. You can start by wiping down the main hall. But... I look over at Uncle Kazuo with pleading eyes. He lightly shrugs and speaks bluntly. We're down several people today. It would be a great help if you'd assist us with the cleaning duty. I kind of want to just say hi to Torihiko and not get roped into working again like when I was a kid. Please? Although, it'd be nice to get out of the heat for a little bit. I'll likely see Tora when I'm done helping out. There's still a lot of stuff I wanted to see in Minato today. What to do? Are we going to help out at the Yushima Inn or explore Minato more? My back! Do we want to see Tora's cock? I don't know. Yeah, but kitties. But we're also doing Juuichi's route. Does it matter if we're doing Juuichi's route? Oh, we already talked to Juuichi. Okay, then we're helping. They stare at me expecting an answer. I'm starting to feel like I ain't got a choice here. Come on, I'll show you the ropes. Hey! And just like that, whether I liked it or not, I was dragged into taking care of the Yushima Inn until the evening. That should just about do it. One last sweep of the mop, I finished cleaning the lobby. Yeah! I pumped my fist in celebration. Mission accomplished. I just glance up at the window. It's already sundown? She was taking Tora and his dad so long. Right on cue, Torihiko walks through the front door behind his father, leaning around the corner to get a better look. Hello, Mr. Urashima, long time no. Before I can even finish my sentence, he walks into the kitchen holding several bags filled with groceries. See, huh? Ugh. Maybe I should have spoke louder. Doesn't look like they noticed I'm here. Walk out from behind the corner and greet Torihiko. Hey, Tora. Hiroyuki, what are you doing here? I thought I'd stop by and say hi to my best friend on my first full day back in Minato. Yeah. Sorry I wasn't here earlier. I hope you weren't waiting for me long. Eyes dart around the room. Well... As I'm thinking of something to say, Tora's uncles emerge from the hall behind us. Excellent job, Hiroyuki. The place is practically spotless. Thank you for your help. You're quite the worker, young man. It suddenly dawns on Tora what happened. Wait a second! Don't tell me you made him work while I was gone. Don't worry about it, Tora. It's not a big deal. What am I going to do with these two? Where did your father go, Torihiko? He's in the kitchen. Alright, we'll go check in with him. Now, don't you two lovebirds go crazy while we're gone, okay? Takeshi! You're so easy to tease, bro. See you later. Have fun. Oh god, oh god. You okay, Tora? Never better, bro. He takes a deep breath, almost as if he's trying to compose himself for something. So, I know it's pretty late now, but would you like to hang out like old times? Might as well look out the window again. He's right, it's really late. Hope Grandma and Grandpa aren't worrying about me. My gaze returns to Torihiko, who's looking at me with his usual smile. What should we do? Should we stay for a while or go home? Please excuse us while we claim a room. While we claim a room with you, Torihiko. And do things. Very not safe for work things. I guess we're blowing Torihiko. Duh, you know what? Let's do this. Check a poster out of one of my favorite mangas.
What do you mean by that, Theta?
There's no time like the present. I've waited 5 years to hang out with you again. I'm not putting it off any longer. That's the spirit, Hiroyuki. So, what do you want to do first? I stretch out my arms and let out a long yawn. You okay, buddy? Yeah, I didn't think that show would be so long. Tor flips up the off switch of his television, then flops down on his bed next to me. This is great, I missed this. I know it's like the last 5 years never happened, huh? Yeah. The way he stutters caused me to set up an interest. That wasn't a very confident response, bro. What? What are you talking about? You're making it seem like a ton happened while I was gone. Didn't you just tell me yesterday that not much has changed? Well... Nuh-uh! I'm not letting you out of this one. Oh, hi, Spider! Go back up your web. Go back up your web. Go back up your web. Hi, friend. You're so tiny. You're cute. I'm gonna take a picture of you. I'm happy now. Got a picture of the spooter. Nuh-uh, I'm not letting you out of this one. Come on, spill it. What's changed? He sits up and walks over to his desk, then plops himself down on his chair facing me. You really want to know, huh? I nod my head vigorously. Yup. That's weird. This shouldn't be anything strange, right? Why are you staring at me like that? Dude, just tell me what happened. It just hit me. Oh. What's that supposed to mean? I wink at Torihiko. I know what's going on now. You have a girlfriend, don't you? Yeah? The look on his face is priceless. Come on. We're best friends. You can tell me everything. You're wrong. I don't have a girlfriend. Oh. Well, so much for that. Okay, then. What's the holdup? Stop being so pushy! Jeez! I just needed time to figure out what to say. Takes a deep breath and begins his story. Alright, a lot happened while you were gone that I told you yesterday. I want to overwhelm you with details, you know? Yeah, sure. Tora was never the kind to hold back on stuff, so this is a little weird. You know I'm on the swim team, right? Yup. I thought you hated swimming. What changed? I just wanted to start exercising. No other reason at all. But it was Takeshi who convinced you to do it, right? Light bulb seems to turn on in Tora's head. He smiles and nods. Yeah! That's it! Uncle Takeshi's always pushing me to exercise more, so I finally decided to do something. That's good. You look amazing now, dude. How long did it take? Thanks. Started the school year after you left. Wouldn't that be around the time you said you had your growth spurt? Don't bring that up. You were so small back then. If it weren't for the species differences, nobody would have been able to tell the difference between you and Shun. Ah, you're so mean today. Plus, you were a bit on the pudgy side, too. Glad you took some responsibility for yourself. It reflects well on your character. You think? I smile and nod at him. My eyes catch a glimpse of something sitting on his desk, though. There's a book with an assortment of papers underneath it. Doesn't look like it's been cracked open even once. Hey, what's that? Point at the book, curious to find out more. What do you... Oh, that! That's my homework. You haven't started on it yet, have you? Tora lets out a long groan. Why do they have to give homework over summer vacation? It's called summer vacation for a reason, dumbasses. Come on, Tora. It's not that bad. Easy for you to say, man. You've never struggled with it like I do. What do you mean? It takes me so long to read things. I don't know. It's like the words get mixed up in my head sometimes. I think I'm seeing one thing, but then it turns into something else in my mind. Huh? Has it always been this way for you? Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. All I know is having to do homework all the time is torture. You don't say that. I stand up from the bed and walk over to him. How about I help you out with it this summer? The homework you get can't be any different from mine, right? You mean that? Of course, I don't want to see you struggling, man. For a moment it looks like he's about to burst into tears, but then... Dad, you're the best hero! It's so great having you back in Minato. I can't breathe. He's holding me so tight. Let's promise to make this the best summer ever, okay? You got it. The smile he's giving me right now. It's so genuine, so authentic. I've been away from home too long. I may live in Osaka, but Minato has always been home to me. Now I'm reconnecting with my best friend. Alright, where should we start? Wait a second. You mean we're going to start doing my homework right now? That's right. Yep, this is definitely going to be the best summer vacation ever. My eyes are already heavy by the time I lay in my futon. Lazily, I give my stomach a gentle pat, satisfied from the filling meal Grandma prepared. I didn't think I could be so hungry. I never usually eat that much. Pushing those thoughts out of my mind, I instead decide to focus on the events of today. Can't believe I'm back. My friends are here. I raise a hand upwards before curling it into a fist as if I were grabbing hold of something. It's real. I'm really here. I'm home, where I always felt a sense of belonging. A single tear emerges, rolling down the side of my face, but I ignore it. After all, it's not a tear of sadness. I'm so glad to be back. As sleepover takes me, I let my lips curl into a smile. Can't wait to see what tomorrow will bring. August 3rd. There. That should do it. Finish packing my backpack with interesting things to take to Torihiko's house. Oh, are you heading out here, Ryuki? Can't hide my excitement. I can feel my tail wagging side to side behind me. Yeah, Grandma, I'm gonna go visit Torihiko today. Grandma looks disappointed as she tries hiding a book behind her back before I can notice it. I see. What's that you have behind you? It's nothing that can't wait for later. Go, dear, have fun with your friends. Are you sure? I can... No! I don't want to hold you up. You only have so much time left in your summer vacation. You should spend time with Torihiko. He's waited a long time to see you again. With her small, frail hand, she gently pushes me towards the door. Okay, I'll see you later, Grandma. I kind of feel bad now. Looks like she wanted to show me something. See, here's the thing. I would have put aside, like, at least one of the first few days that I was there. Like, if I was in Hiroyuki's shoes, I just put aside a few days to just spend time with Grandma. Why does it have to be so hot in Minato? Either my memory is hazy or I never realized how hot it actually was here. Oh, I raise the hem of my shirt, start flapping it around, trying to create a breeze underneath. No matter what I do, the heat remains. So hot. Hiroyuki? What? Can't a guy cool down in peace? You don't look so good. Kyoji? What are you doing here? I live here, silly. Oh. Rub the back of my head in embarrassment. I gently move my wet hands back down and rub it against my pants. Thou must nature curse me with such a disgusting bodily function. Hero? Sorry, bad habit. To answer your question, I'm on my way home. Oh, from practice? Yes. How'd it go? It was fine. He answers in an unusually quick tone. Did anything interesting? Say, would you like to have breakfast with me at the Rhyme On? Oh, that's weird. Sure, I skipped breakfast today. But it's getting kind of late for it now. It's almost like he's dodging the question. Yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind getting out of this heat. Let out a dry laugh after painfully reminding myself of the sweltering weather. That was dumb, Hero. Nice going. Excellent! Kyoji claps both his hands together. Follow me, I'll lead the way. Okay. So, are you enjoying your summer vacation? Of course, Kyoji. I'm back in my hometown seeing all my old friends again. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. Flashes of my life in Osaka pass through my mind. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than here. That's good. I'm glad we're able to make you feel welcome again. I'm curious, though. I've never been to a big city. What's it like in Osaka? Oh, no, not this question. Please, Kyoji. Not now. Hey, isn't that Kuya over there walking into the corner market? Oh? Ah, indeed it is. We're going to stop it for the ad. We're going to break from the ads. I'm sorry, I forgot. Do your no ads dance. Yeah, indeed it is. We should invite him to lunch with us. Good idea. Let's catch up with him. We nod our heads in agreement and start running after Kuya. Kuya! Huh? Well, if it isn't Kyoji and Hiroyuki. Fancy seeing you two here. We are on our way to the Raimon for breakfast. Would you like to join us? What? Yeah, it'll be fun! I'll pass. Huh? Was it something I said? I'm not feeling up to it today. I see. That's too bad. Aw, come on, Kuya! I'm only around for a month. Don't you want to spend time with me while I'm still around? You have a point. I lean in closer and give him a teasing look. So, what'll it be?
Theta, kiss the husky.
Alright, you convinced me happy. Yay! I can't hide the huge grin I have on my face right now. You're such an idiot sometimes, Hiroyuki. Glad you're joining us, Kuya. We should hurry up if we want to get good seats, though. It's getting close to the seniors hour. The what? It really has been a while since you were last here, Hero. Hey! You're right about the seniors hour. I guess what I'm doing can wait. He looks off into the distance as he says that. Something else is clearly on his mind, but... Come on, let's go. Kuya places the handbasket he was carrying on top of the others near the entrance and follows us out of the store. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Forgot I have to, like, do that. You have to do a whole thing. Doggy Tower. Yay! It's nice playing something lighthearted. That's it. I'm just so happy that we're actually playing something lighthearted. I'm so happy. Anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.